children! I'm so glad you could come and attend this fine meeting. It is me, your old friend Sensei Wu, and I'm back for the second official very nice New Year special. The second edition to the Tales from the book Saga. I bet you remember that old book. Well, don't you worry. I've got another story to tell you. Children, I wonder, do you remember last year's story? Well, if you don't, I'll just sum it up in like a sentence or two. So last year's story was about the origin story of the book and how it was won in a mighty battle of glory, fellowship, and brotherhood. And yeah, it was won. A lot of people got murdered and tortured, but in the end the good guys got it. So that's just great. And the book wound up in my hands because I found it in the free bin of a yard sale a few years back. So, I suppose you're ready to hear that story. Well, don't worry, it's coming. And I've got another friend with me today who would be happy to help to explain the story to you, and I'm sure you'll recognize him when I introduce him to you. I love New Year's. It's the holiday between Christmas and Valentine's Day. It just warms my soul to see people watching the ball drop and playing with their dragons and all of that other stuff people do on New Year's. But of course, I hope you've made it a tradition to watch the new video that always comes out on New Year's in the very nice YouTube channel. Because we would very much graciously appreciate it if you did. Though no one's actually going to watch this video and I'm just talking to myself basically. So, let's get started. Good old staff, don't fail me now. Oh, hey, Uncle Wu, I was wondering when you'd come back over here. For a few seconds, I thought you'd forgotten about me. Now, Lord, really? How big of a geezer do you take me for? I was just addressing the audience and greeting them and informing them what today's show will be about. Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. I was just so excited and I just can't wait to hear your story that I just got a bit antsy, you know what I mean? Lord, my boy, I understand completely. When I was your age, I just loved listening to olden stories. But, Uncle, where is the book? Lloyd, the book is right here. At last, I can finally begin telling today's story. Today's story, children, is another story written inside of the book about the book. So I really don't know who these authors were. They must have had like some insight into the future or something when they wrote this. Or something. But this story is a great one of sacrifice and brotherhood and fellowship. And I think you would really enjoy it. So now I shall begin. We start off our story by introducing some of the baddies. You see that man? He is the great-great-great-great-grandson, or basically just great-ancestor, of Zackying, the evil emperor of one of those islands off Japan, in last year's story. I hope you remember him, and if you don't, I actually just going back and I'm rewatching it. Now, if you recall, his great-great-great-grandfather wanted the book, and he didn't get it. In fact, his brother, the Shogun, did. But now, his great-great-great-grandson, so many years ago, has risen to power, not as an evil emperor, but as a crime and gang lord. He rules over all the gangs in Lego Ninjago, and he's causing chaos and mass confusion among the streets. Many people are being killed every single day. Massive gang fights, robberies, etc., etc. Horribleness. And guess what he wants? The book. Of course, he wants the book. And guess what he got? The book. It's been a few weeks since this happened, actually. And I remember I'm telling you this story from the book, so whoever wrote this book knew this would happen and wrote it in the book, but whatever. So, somehow, when I was sleeping in the middle of the night, I believe his gang members broke into my house and stole the book. I believe the great ancestor of Zackying wants to finish what his grandfather started so long ago. Though unfortunately, the great-grandson of Zackying is much stronger than Zackying ever was. His gangs are so big, and he has been able, I believe, or he will, harness the power, knowledge, and magic from the book. He can enchant him and give him special powers and spells. With those, he could take over the world, and that's probably what he plans on doing. And to make matters worse, he had even captured one of my best henchmen, Zane's girl, or samurai, whatever dumb name you want to call her. I was going to call her Zane's girl, Zane's girlfriend. Yeah, that's her name now. He had captured her. I believe she tried to stop him from taking the book, but she failed and got captured, so that just made things harder for me. But of course, I'm not just going to let him take over the world and sit around doing nothing. Remember, I am Sensei Wu, master of the ninjas and my huge ninja organization. So, I got together my best 3 ninjas to go retrieve the book and get it back and put it into the great ancestor Zackying. So let's see. I believe the first one I sent was near the ninja of water. Nia's elemental power was the power of water. The next ninja was Jay, and he was the ninja of lightning. Jay had the elemental power of lightning. And then lastly, there is Zane, the strongest and noblest of all of my ninjas. He was also the ninja of ice, the elemental power of ice. Oh, and he's also a robot. Now, with my 3 best ninjas, I sent them on the very important mission to go and kill Zackying's great grandson and destroy the gang and bring back my book. For the evil that he could achieve with that book is beyond your comprehension. Funny. So far, this video is already the length of the original tales in the book. Wow. Oh, I remember those ninjas. I love them like kids. Like they were my own children, but they're really not. I remember how I first obtained them. Oh, it brings back good memories. I'll take 1 soda, please. I need to lay off the steroids. Hello there, children. What do you want, old man? What are you doing here? Just being around someone old is cramping my style. Well, my name is Sensei Wu, and I have a few questions for you kids. Did you pass the ninja course at the local trampoline park? Yeah, it was really easy. Why do you want to know, old man? Good, and you by chance happen to like cosplay? I guess I do. Good, then you have all of the perfect qualities you need to be one of my ninja, since I lost them in an accident. But that doesn't matter. And you get magic powers. Doesn't that sound fun? And I'll pay you some money. So what do you say, kids? You want to be my ninjas or what? Well, I guess that does sound fun. There are some kids here that I'd love to use my magic powers on. Well, I guess if Zane wants to, I guess I'll do it too. Well, fine. If you two want to be ninjas, then I guess I'll be a ninja too. Sure, old man. I accept your offer. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you agreed. Trust me. This decision is one you will not regret. Now, your training starts on Monday. Come to the, dojo at the end of, Ching Street. Right at, I don't know, what time you get out of school? I don't care, like 3. Come at 3. And don't be late. You done good, Wu. You done good. Old man, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to stop harassing these teenagers after school. Sorry, old man. Last time was your last warning. Now you're coming downtown for a little talk with me for a few minutes. What? Uncle, I think you've wasted enough time talking. Can you please start telling the story now? I'm sorry, Lloyd. I just had to do that introduction and flashback. It was all necessary to the story. Well, I guess we can begin now, then. Now, before the story really begins, I would highly suggest subscribing. That is, you click the subscribe button. Then you can comment in the comment section saying you subscribed, and we will subscribe back to you. Just thought I'd lay that down. Alright, Uncle, you may continue now. Excellent, Lloyd. Now, I shall commence the telling of the second edition to the Tales from the Book. Now, our story begins with our 3 ninja. Remember, Jay, Nia, and Zane. Now, they have just arrived at the ancestor of Zackying's gang's warehouse. Because, gangs have warehouses they hang out in. But they have to get inside in order to get my book back. So I wonder what they have in store. Hey, you old man, you got any money on you? Money? I don't have any money. What? What about food? You got any food on you, huh, old man, old tramp, huh? I don't have any food, and even if I did, I wouldn't be giving it to you lot. No food? No money? You don't come into this neighborhood without food or money. No food, no money, and technically, you're trespassing in our gang's territory, old man. I don't really think you're useful for anything anymore. I think your time here has expired. Wait! No! Please, would you really hurt an old man? An old tramp man who has done nothing to you, please? Actually, old man, I'm planning on doing more than just hurting you. Wait a minute, guys, hold on. I see someone else coming. It may be another tramp. We could get them both. Awfully well dressed to be a tramp, aren't you? Well, I wouldn't really call myself a tramp, like this filthy, disgusting maggot right next to me. Hey, tramp! I think you're bothering this kind little lady. Beat it now, or I'll do more than just beat you. No, please! I hope that old geezer wasn't bothering you too much, kind lady. But do tell me, what are you doing in such a scary neighborhood like this one? Well, my grandfather's car has broken down, and we pushed it quite a ways. But now my grandfather seems to be having some sort of heart attack from all of the work. I don't think he can do any more of it, and I came to find help. When I saw you, three handsome, attractive, very strong-looking men, I thought maybe you three could help us push the car, or help me with my grandfather's heart condition. Please, time is running out for him, I think. Boss, what do you think we should do? Should we help her? If we do, we may get some sort of reward or something. Yes, I agree with him. We should help her. So, boss, what's it gonna be? Are we gonna help her or not? Or should I get rid of her? Alright, I guess I'm in. Take us to the car and your grandfather and we will help you. Ah, excellent, good, follow me, quickly. You, stay here, guard the entrance. We'll handle this. Alright. Alright boys, we're here. Just stand there for a minute. What is the meaning of this mischief, girl? You only walked us like 2 feet from the door. And where's your grandfather in the car? Boo! Oh, help me! Oh, crazy man! Looks like we've got ourselves a runner. You will forget everything you saw here. I'm sorry. I don't think I can understand your accent. Now we'll speak in the same language. Good job, Nia, leading those thugs over here for me and Jay to dispose of. Oh, anytime, Zane. Oh, anytime. Come on, you two. We're wasting time. We've got to get in there and find that book and rescue your girl, Zane, remember? Let's go before more thugs show up. There you go, Lloyd. A fresh cup of tea. Thank you, Uncle Wu. My pleasure, Lloyd. Hey, Uncle, can we continue with the story now, please? Of course, Lloyd, of course. I'm sorry. I just got a little sidetracked with giving you your tea and such. Ah, yes. I believe we left off where Zane, Nia, and Jay had just entered the great-great-grandson of Zacking's warehouse, and now have to battle through its endless halls of doom to rescue Zane's girl, the book, and destroy his gang empire. So, buckle back in, because the story is just about to continue. Smooth like pudding. Hey girl, you're on the wrong side.
What are you talking about, you fool? I am on the right side, of course. You are even on the wrong side.
Come on guys, we're almost there. We have to keep going. Zane, hold up. Wait a minute. It could be a trap. Maybe we should give it a minute. Rest up. Wait, please. No, Zane, please wait. It must be a trap. No, my girl, Pixel, don't worry. I'm here to save you. No. Lloyd, control yourself. You should be eating and drinking slower. You will get a stomachache. Lloyd, please, control yourself. Where are your manners? Really, Lloyd, control yourself. You're eating like a pig. Much better. Huh? What? Oh, sorry, Uncle. I was just so famished and hungry. And I was just starving that I just had to eat that food so quickly and barbarically. I'm sorry. But now that I'm done, can you please continue with the story? It's actually getting a little bit interesting now. All right, Lloyd, I'll continue. Though now, unfortunately, this is where the first part will end. Now, I would love to make this actual Tales from the Book thing like a 40-minute long video, but unfortunately, the device I'm making this on cannot handle making 40-minute long videos because, well, Apple sucks and the storage problem is immense for this long of stop-motion video, so this is where the first part is going to end. But don't worry, tune in next time and the story will be continued. So like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and please quickly go and watch the second part of Tales from the Book.